Hello crafty friends, and welcome to my channel. I'm Adrienne Bosey of Alice Scraps Wonderland. Today I'm going to be sharing my layering process for this Reneabouquets guest design reminiscent of a cold autumn day. I'll be using several Reneabouquets, Sizzix, and Prima Marketing products, and I'll have all of the supplies listed in the description box below for you. Let's get into the tutorial. I start out by adding stenciled texture to this 12 by 12 wooden circle base using the Finnabair Folk Floral Stencil and the Sizzix Dimensional Paste. This paste is thick and works well in stencils and dries opaque white. While the paste dries on the base of the project, I add some glossy color to the Reneabouquets medium medallion chipboard frame using Holtz embossing ink and Distress embossing glaze in antique linen. Distress embossing glaze is semi-transparent, so if you decide to play with these embossing powders, keep in mind that the color of what you apply it to will affect the end result. For this project, the antique linen will deepen the creamy brown color of the chipboard. I'm creating my own custom blend of Finnabair Impasto paints for this project, so I mix up burlap and linen to create a milky brown. I apply this with a large paintbrush over the entire background. Then I use my signature technique to add color to the resin mold casts by spraying them down with water, applying the paint, and letting it pool in the crevices. This paint mixture was a little thicker than what I normally use, so I also dabbed some of the excess paint off with a paper towel. My mold casts are from the redesign with Prima Loggers Lodge 1 and 2 molds. To bring back the texture on the background and the molds, I dry brush the highlights with Sizzix Gesso. Once my elements are dry, I add some 3mm thick foam adhesive to the back of the antler mold, peel off the backing, apply hot glue, and press it onto the background. This Reneabouquets chipboard frame is a delicate one, and in order to pop it up off the background, I need to back it on some patterned paper from the Prima Marketing Nature Academia collection. I'm using a piece of 6x6 patterned paper of a bookshelf, tracing the frame and cutting a rectangle out. I also cut a piece of chipboard to the same size and glue the patterned paper to the chipboard using scrapbook.com's permanent adhesive roller. Then I glue the chipboard frame to the paper base using Sizzix Express glue. Next, I cut 3 vines from the Reneabouquets drop leaf lace. I have an old pigment spray from my stash that is a light brown, and I spritz the lace with a mist to alter the color. You can use any of your favorite mists or sprays for this. I also use a spritz of water to help the mist blend well on the lace, then squeeze the excess liquid out with a paper towel. Now that all of these elements are ready, I can begin the layering process in earnest. I'm using some cut up pieces of cardboard box to pop the chipboard and paper frame up, using hot glue to adhere the pieces together and then to the back of the frame. I'm going to create my signature S curve with flowers, so I need to hide the cardboard box on the side. To do that, I attach a few small flowers to the cardboard. Today's flowers are all from Prima's Nature Academia collection. I begin layering on the flowers and some smaller molds at the top of the chipboard frame. To adhere these elements, I'm using both Finn's heavy body gel and hot glue. I'm also using the Reneabouquets printed chipboard small fabulous fall pattern pieces. This acorn topper fits perfectly on the frame. I'm using a bit of foam adhesive to help pop it up a bit, then glue it in place with heavy body gel. The reason I'm using heavy body gel here is because the foam adhesive will rip the embossing powder right off the frame once you hang this on a wall. Heavy body gel, however, grips to anything and holds tight once dry. Then I move on to the bottom, where I begin to incorporate the 3 pieces of altered lace among the flowers. I then add this small Autumn Beauty topper from Reneabouquets featuring mums and leaves. I use a bit of foam adhesive and hot glue to attach it to the antler mold. Then I add a few flowers and molds around and on top of it. Once I've added the majority of the flowers that I want, I begin to tuck in more of the little acorns from the fabulous fall pattern chipboard set. I continue adding more flowers to the bottom of the frame. Next, I add in some of the smallest flowers from the Nature Academia collection to fill in a few areas. Before moving on to adding bling, I add one of the Nature Academia chipboard stickers to the center of the frame with hot glue and foam adhesive. I add in quite a few different types of bling in this project. The first thing that I'm adding is the Reneabouquets Diamond Shard Glitter Glass. I'm using the scrapbook.com clear craft glue, applying it to the edges of all the flower petals, then sprinkling on the glitter glass. I always work in small sections so my glue doesn't dry before applying the glitter glass. Next, I add on some Prima Marketing Memory Hardware pearls. I like to match the color of the pearl to the color of the flower that I'm gluing it to. Using an awl helps me place the pearls into the liquid adhesive. My favorite part is always adding the Reneabouquets butterflies and dragonflies. Today I'm adding the Tiny Treasures leopard butterflies and Autumn's Dance dragonflies. I give the wings a little bend for some dimension, then add a little bit more foam adhesive to the back if needed. This helps me pop them up on top of the flowers how I want them. Then I use hot glue to hold them in place. The crystals from the Nature Academia collection have this pretty brown glitter set, and I add some gems to the project. It's really dry where I live, so I use a bit of the scrapbook.com Artiste glue to secure these gems long term. And just to vary up the size of the gems a bit more, I decided to add some of the Pink Fresh Espresso Jewels. I hope that you enjoyed this layering process and that it inspires you to create your own mixed media piece for the upcoming autumn season using these gorgeous products from Reneabouquets. Don't forget to like this video and to subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Until next time, happy crafting!